So, about a month ago, I challenged myself to start a forever world. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a Minecraft world that you theoretically play on forever instead of just hopping from world to world and getting bored and moving on after like 2 weeks. And the version I decided to play on was beta 1.7.3. I've been playing almost exactly a month on it now, and I just wanted to give a brief tour of the world and show you all what I've built in that time. Right now, we're in the like the basement storage area slash dock of my main base. And yeah, I'm really excited to show it all off because I've done quite a bit. You can get a lot done in Minecraft in a month. This is the main like foyer lobby of my base. It's a kind of like a wizard tower in the middle of a lake. That's what it looks like from the outside. This is actually really close to spawn. My world spawn is just over there, about 100 blocks away. And so I found this area pretty quickly. And as soon as I saw these like two island things sticking out of the water, I knew what I had to build. Uh, I built the wizard tower in mind with like the geography and what would fit best for this area. I didn't really the world terrain kind of gave me the idea. I didn't come into this world with like a preset like idea for what I wanted to make. It just kind of dawned on me. And that's one thing I really like about beta is the terrain generation. It's so interesting and can come up with some of just like the craziest land formations that you just don't really see anymore in modern Minecraft. At least not to the extent of like commonality that you see in this version. But yeah, this is my main base from the outside. I have this uh, just pretty simple cobblestone bridge leading up to it. Actually, this glowstone placement, before I built this, I didn't really know how much light there needed to be um, to prevent mobs from spawning, because I'm used to the modern system of as long as like light isn't at like level 0 or whatever, you're good. But like spacing out the glowstone blocks took a little bit of of brain power. But so far, I haven't seen any creepers or skeletons on my bridge, so that's nice. Yeah, like I said, this is the main entrance. This little spiral staircase leads up to my bedroom. It's pretty simple. I have a dog, some paintings, I have a chandelier. These glowstone blocks I'm probably going to cover up eventually because I added them from the outside to mainly just keep mobs from spawning on the roof of my tower, because I was paranoid about like a creeper falling on me from above and just blowing my shit smooth off. I don't know if I like how it looks on the inside, so I might cover that up. Um, yeah, as I go through this world that I've began to work on, I will go by chronological order. So this wizard tower is the very first thing I built, along with the bridge. After my like starter base, of course, and that's way over there. But this is where I've lived for the majority of my time, so it was highest on the priority list. I have these little like hanging cups you can stand. I don't know like what the official term is called, but you can stand out here and catch the view. I don't really use them that much. They're just kind of there for decoration. Let's go downstairs. This is kind of like my smithing area. I feel like 6 furnaces are enough for all of my daily needs. I keep wool and like I keep a lot of my like more exotic materials in this area, like cocoa beans and stuff, and wool and clay. And this chest is solely dedicated to like ores and like coal and redstone and all that stuff. As you can see, I've stockpiled quite a bit of the good stuff, as it were. I wanted to have enough diamonds. I actually, most recently, I haven't really been building. I've just been mining because I wanted to stockpile enough diamonds that I wouldn't have to worry about running out of pickaxes for a very long time. And I think I have definitely done that. Oh yeah. Build forest temple. I need to make like a dedicated like idea board to put this message somewhere else at. But one of my future goals is to find one of the more like rainforesty, like lush green biomes in beta and make a recreation of the forest temple from Ocarina of Time, as it's my favorite dungeon from my favorite Zelda game. That's just one of many builds I have planned. So this is where I started the video. I kind of already showed it off. This is just where I keep everything else. Nothing fancy. Food, excess cobblestone. I have a lot of cobblestone. I don't use this dock very much because boats super suck in this version, but it's nice to have it. And I can also go fishing if I want. Let's actually we will go down there later because that is where my biggest project lies, and I want to keep it a surprise. It's not a surprise if you've seen any of my other videos, but yeah. I haven't found a good place to keep my dogs yet. I did a little bit of terraforming here, by the way. This used to be a lot smaller, but I wanted to... I like how floating islands look in Minecraft, so I wanted to give it a little bit more size to kind of stand out more. And it looks really... I also planted that tree. All of these trees along the bridge I planted. But as for the dogs, they are so loud. I love them, but they make so much noise. So I took them out, and they've been sitting on the bridge for like a couple days now, as I've been procrastinating building like a dedicated shed for them. But I will do that soon, and I will make it very nice for them. They will be living in luxury and comfort. I love the old door sound. When I initially started playing this world, it was on Prism MC, but I switched to Betacraft because of like a popular like beta YouTuber named Dialco recommended it, and Betacraft fixes a lot of the bugs that come with this world or come with this version, and also like returns some of the old sound effects, like this door, and I like that. This is kind of like set dressing this little building here. It's meant to be like a guard post or something for someone to like sit in and just watch who comes up to the bridge or whatever. I think it looks pretty cool. So this humble little gravel path is what we're going to take to the next thing I built, and it's already coming up in the distance here. It's that pirate ship over there. Oh yeah, this is also just like a smaller build I built for fun one time. Since we're passing through, it's just meant to be like this like natural looking tree bridge kind of thing. But yeah, this ship was the second thing I built in this world. I don't know why, but I have like an obsession with building ships in Minecraft, even though you can't really do anything with them. They just kind of sit there and look pretty, but I like that. Okay, nice. Normally if you wait too long and it gets just a little bit darker and you don't have like a light source near you, you'll get woken up by like a zombie or whatever. But since I put my bed down and slept almost immediately after the sunset, I managed to... there was like a little window of opportunity there. And I abuse that mechanic a lot when like exploring away from home. Yeah, I built the ship first, but the dock, this dock and like pathway came a bit later. But as we're going through, might as well show it off. They're meant to be pretty simple and just... they're meant for use and not to look super pretty. Because getting to the ship was a little bit hard at first without like a proper pathway. It was just annoying. And the dock puts me a lot closer to the ship, so I don't have to use these terrible, awful, no good boats any more than I have to. Anyway, let's go aboard. The ship originally started out as purely made from oak planks, but once I finished the sails didn't have any designs on them either. But after I finished the shape of the ship, I liked it so much that I wanted to I felt like texturing would really bring out the look. So I added like these spruce logs and oak logs just to, I don't know, upgrade the build a bit. And then I also designed some pixelated skulls for each of the sail sizes. I'm actually really proud of them. We can go up here. This is meant to be like an eagle's nest. You can catch a pretty unique view of the world from here. I really like. It's really pretty. This version is so pretty. It's so like lush. I love it. Oh, I have completely screwed myself. Okay, down we go. My only issue with the ship is that I kind of wish I had set it one layer deeper into the water, because right now it kind of looks a little bit top-sided. I don't know if that's just me. I still think it looks pretty good regardless. Oh, I forgot about that. The inside is not nearly as detailed. I don't really know what the interior of a ship is supposed to look like. I just kind of eyeballed it. I will flesh this out a lot more later. I think I want this to be like a, I added this like kind of entryway thing with like a bed in mind, meant to be placed here, like a captain's quarters or something. And there's also, I believe, one extra, yep, hidden area there, one layer of just air underneath the floorboards that you can use to like hide stuff in. So I think that will get some use later. I don't have another oak log with me, shit. Ah, it's okay, whatever. Anyway, on to the next thing. Boop. I forgot I have 2 dogs over there too. I have so many dogs. I really wish you could breed them in this version, so I could just have a veritable army of dogs. Just a whole swarm of them. Recreate that one panel of Thrag from Invincible. Hello, doggies. I think I built this like castle-y outpost thing shortly after the ship, because I wanted to give the like environment a little bit more. I just wanted to start building shit to like fill up the area. It is. I'm gonna consider it unfinished for right now because it looks super basic, and honestly, it is my least favorite of all the things I've built in this world so far. I feel like I could do so much more with it. So yeah, this is still definitely a huge work in progress. I think I want to like incorporate like a path down to the beach or something, or like another wing of it extending out towards the ocean. Something. But yeah, but that's all for this side of the world. Now we're gonna be moving on to probably the most aesthetically pleasing build I've made. At least I think so. I think I'm really quite proud of it. And so far I don't have like a direct path to it. That's later to come. Oh, also all these spruce trees are here because I wanted easily accessible spruce for builds. So I found like a snow biome and brought a couple saplings over. I just wanted to add a little bit more variety to the forest. But anyway, here we are. This rather inconspicuous looking house was the third thing I built in this world. It was intentionally made to look pretty basic, very basic block palette. It was just meant to be a very, very traditional house. And then until you step inside, and I kind of went nuts with it. At least I made it a lot bigger on the inside than on the outside. And that wasn't intentional, that just kind of happened because I wanted to add more rooms underground that weren't able to fit in the original like frame of the house. So it goes a little bit deeper in than it looks from the outside. They have this like kitchen-y area, this brick wall that lets you see outside. And this goes all the way down to a cellar. I'll show that off in just a second. This is just meant to function as like a little storage area. It's meant to look kind of eclectic intentionally. I kind of just vomited random blocks along with the chests just to make it look like I'd stuffed a bunch of shit back here. And this, I don't really know what inspired this like tree wall barrier thing. It just kind of happened. I kind of wanted to like have it spawned as the solution to coming up with like a good looking divide between the storage room and the mineshaft room, or the cellar room. It looks a lot worse with it not being there. And so I needed to add something to like fill in the gap. And so just the idea of like a tree growing inside the house and kind of creating a wall out of leaves just kind of happened. And I'm still not quite sure how I feel about it. I'm pretty torn 50-50 on whether it looks good or not. But either way, it's not so horrendously terrible that I've felt the need to tear it down completely yet. I might revise that in the future. I don't know. This build is mostly done. I kind of want to move on to other things before I come back to this one. But let's go down to the cellar. This is there are 16 floors of this staircase. It took quite a bit of time to make. But ultimately it leads down to the best design I could come up with for a cellar. It was meant to look really basic and is basically just meant to function as like a storage room. I haven't put anything in it yet, but eventually at least 3 of these walls, not the ones with the paintings, will be completely lined with chests. The paintings were meant to like give the impression that the owner of this home kind of just like has a lot of art and has been just stockpiling them and just piling them up against the walls and shit, along with all the other items that will eventually be here. I mean to fill up the outer rim of this room with all kinds of blocks and just random stuff, but the paintings were the easiest to make and place here first, but eventually more stuff will be here too. There's one other thing that's pretty interesting about this room that I haven't disclosed yet, and well, it's what's behind this painting here. You can see there's a little bit of a gap there. And so if you notice that and you happen to step through it, you'll find and see that you're in the backrooms. So this is the latest thing that I've been working on. It's the biggest project by far that I've ever worked on in Minecraft. It has been a massive undertaking. I didn't think it would be before I started, but now about halfway in, I've truly realized that it is so much bigger than any of the other things I've worked on in this world so far. Most of it is unfinished except for the like just this initial view of the rooms that kind of looks like the original image, the one from 4chan that like blew up. But all the space has been carved out. And this is a 100 by 100 block space underground, dug out at, I think it's between Y level 10 and Y level 16. And the reason I chose that depth was because I wanted to at least get some diamonds in the process of of burning all those pickaxes on this to recoup some of my losses. But yeah, as you can see, most of it is unfinished. I still have to design the maze and the full like outline of all of the rooms and hallways and every little thing. The only other thing I've done is create two of the, as you can see, two of the unique rooms that I want to put as like little Easter eggs you can like stumble into. Like this one. This one was heavily inspired by the movie that I went and saw recently. I really liked it. And this is meant to be like a party room that you'd find at like a roller skating rink in like the back for like a children's birthday party. And the walls and the ceilings is meant to be like this mural of the sky. I wanted to try recreating the one scene in the movie. And I don't think it looks terrible. And the other one looks pretty unrecognizable from the outside. But once we get closer, it might dawn on you what it's meant to represent. Hello, little slime. Goodbye, little slime. Okay, so this is meant to be a recreation of that one liminal space with like the staircase and like the childhood basement. I'll put it on screen right now. But this is my best possible attempt at recreating it. It's meant to serve as an Easter egg that you can like find, but it's also meant to function as an exit out of the backrooms, of which there will be at least a couple. But this is supposed to exit into a different level of the rooms that I want to make in the distant future. I'm not totally satisfied with it. For one, the lighting is suboptimal to say the least. I don't like the lighting. The lighting is so hard to get right in Minecraft, at least in this version. I might end up redoing this whole thing. I don't know. At the very least, I'm going to like explore recreating it with a different block palette and different shape, and just mess around with it a little bit to see if I can't get it looking more along the vibes of the original. But I am still proud of this because I still think it looks pretty close to the original. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in the world so far. I forgot the fucking Nether portal. It has honestly gotten such little use that it completely skipped my mind at the time of recording. The only thing I've done with it so far is to make a quick pathway to a tundra biome that I found pretty early on, because eventually I want to build like a castle there, because a frozen wasteland castle is pretty cool. It doesn't even have like a proper pathway to it yet. It's literally in the side of this like little island. Here it is. You can see the ladders going back up. This is it. I can go inside and show you. Okay, so besides like farming a little bit of glowstone, I have made this very basic cobblestone highway. It only goes about like 100 blocks or so, and I'll show you where it pops out. Nether highway travel is really the only thing the Nether is good for in this version, besides glowstone. And actually piglins, no, I take that back, actually. Piglins are a really good source of food. I feel like they like completely invalidate farming pigs in this game, because they just give you cooked meat already right off the bone, so you don't even have to burn coal. Here we go. Yeah, Nether highway travel works the exact same as it does in newer versions. Each block in the Nether is worth like 8 in the overworld, so you just divide the coordinates in the overworld to figure out where you need to go in the Nether. But yeah, here it is, the Le Tundra biome. that I will someday build so many cool, awesome structures. That's it. I'm honestly surprised that I made it this long. Because normally there's like the iconic 2-week Minecraft phase where you play it for 14 days and then get burned out and then don't touch it for another like year or two, and then the cycle repeats. But like I had kind of hoped, this version like has really captivated me, and I've just wanted to keep playing. It's really the only video game I've played for the past like month or so. I've just kept having new ideas for stuff to make, and I don't anticipate that slowing down at all. I do have some concerns about this world that I'll share in a minute, but as for like feeling motivated to play, that hasn't gone down in the slightest, which I'm really happy about. So that means I'll be also motivated to like make more content for this channel. And I super hope that I'll play it long enough to make one of these like update videos. But like for an entire year. Like that would be so cool. 1 year in my Minecraft beta forever world. I've seen a lot of similar videos on YouTube recently, and it's simultaneously very motivating, but also extremely intimidating because I don't really have a lot of faith in myself as like a builder. I don't think my building skills are all that good, so it's like, oh god, like I really hope I have a lot of cool stuff to show off in like a year if I'm still playing, or otherwise that's really gonna suck. But yeah, also I have a very long row of sugarcane. So right up here, pretty close to my world spawn, is the very, very first structure I ever built. I did not save the best for last. This is going to be very underwhelming. It's literally just a cobblestone box with like a ring of dirt around it. I want it to be like kind of like hidden and hard to see from the distance. Which is why I put that dirt wall. Yeah, I think it basically has just one shit ass like little room down under, and that just goes down to Y level 12. It's just a bare bones strip mine, nothing special about it. I think initially there were trees within the walls too. I chopped them down a while back. You do get a really nice view of my main base from here though. It's very pretty. I'm very proud of everything I've built. I am worried though, because one thing that I realized I hadn't done after starting this was the fact that I hadn't really chosen my seed. I just kind of let Minecraft randomly generate one for me. And since this was going to be like a forever world, I kind of wanted to have a little bit more input in what it looked like, even in such a minor way as like contributing to the seed generation. So that's made me think about the longevity of this world and whether that will be something that's gonna just keep bothering me more and more until I can't avoid it anymore. And also the fact that I started on beta 1.7. I wonder if I should have actually started on like an older version, because if this whole thing goes well and this world does last forever, I do want to eventually update it to newer versions. But with that in mind, I kind of wish that I had started on an older version first, so I would get to have more of that like update journey and experience more new things being added. Because right now, I kind of started out at like the apex of what a lot of people consider Golden Age Minecraft. Like beta 1.7.3 is considered like the best version, but the problem with that is that I didn't get to experience like alpha in this world. And alpha is its own very unique aesthetic and design philosophy. Oh my god. What's wrong, guy? You stuck? You need some help? Here, let me help you. Alright, you can leave now. It's okay, you're allowed to. You'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, those two issues are the only things that could possibly like threaten, like, God forbid, the idea of me like starting over with a new forever world. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I do need to think about it though, because if it is going to be a forever world like I want it to be, it needs to be done right. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've done in the past month in terms of building. Uh, I'm pretty happy with everything I had to show off, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this little world tour, and I really hope I will have another one at like the 6-month mark and the 1-year mark and beyond. Thank you for watching, and see you later.